Emily decided not to drive. The trip was long and she still hadn't fully recovered. It was safer this way. Just 2 months ago, she had buried her husband. Maybe she would have grieved more if she hadn't known that her husband was planning to leave her. He had told her the night before, just as she was about to get in the car and go home. Another business trip, this one almost 3 weeks, had brought great results. Emily had secured several very profitable, although not very large, contracts for toy supplies. Then she had screamed and cried right into the phone, and her husband had said, "Work and money were always more important to you. We've lived together for 25 years, and if we spent 5 of them together, that's a lot. You were always away working. You didn't even have time to have a child." Every word hurt. She shouted that she was doing it for them, for the family, but James just laughed. "Emily, so you'll make another million, and then what? You'll get sick, God forbid, or die, and no one will even cry for you. You don't talk to anyone because you think they all want your money." "Emily, I don't want it. I want happiness, just a little bit. How much time do I have left for a happy life? A wife by my side, a child on my shoulders?" "Goodbye, Emily. It's too late to fix anything now." Emily couldn't bring herself to drive that night. The last thing she needed was to crash because of that traitor. They had been through so much together, built so much, and he, that coward. She cried all night in her hotel room, whether from pain or because everything he said was true. Recently, she had started asking herself, what was the point of all this running after money? They had enough to last for life, maybe more. Maybe she should slow down, take a vacation with her husband. But then she imagined everything falling apart. Her contracts, suppliers, everything she had worked so hard to build. Her web, as she liked to call her business. No, she wasn't ready for that. Take a break for New Year's, like always? But before New Year's, the toy orders were always rushing in, and Emily usually slept through the holiday and didn't even make dinner. She finally fell asleep near morning. A phone call woke her. She listened, nodded, then fainted. They told her that James had been in a car accident late last night. He had died in the hospital, and Emily needed to come. James had betrayed her twice. The first time she didn't forgive him. The second time she hated him. She stayed home for a week, then realized only work could save her from this sadness. Emily liked order and being on time, so she arrived at the train station 30 minutes before her train, checked her bag, bought a magazine, and sat in the waiting area. The trip was one way, almost 2 days. That was good. She'd have time to learn about the city, its streets, shops, and markets. Thank God for the internet. No need to search newspapers anymore. Not that Emily Carter was great with the internet, but she could find what she needed. She quietly watched the people around her, guessing where they were going. An old couple with a suitcase, the woman in a bright hat, probably going to a resort. Some young guys, maybe chasing their dreams. Mom, where am I supposed to go?" "I don't know where he is, Mom. I have a 3-month-old baby in my arms." Emily turned her head. A young woman sat nearby with a baby, talking on the phone. "Mom, why are you doing this to me? You got a new husband, but I'm still your daughter. Fine, I won't come home." She lowered the phone and cried. Something hurt inside Emily's chest. Not even James had known what happened to her when she was young. Many years ago, she came to this city to start her life. She joined college, met a good guy, got pregnant by accident. The guy not only left her, but also got his mother to help kick her out of the dorm. She stayed, gave birth, but left the baby at the hospital and started her journey. Emily was beautiful, It wasn't hard for her to get what she needed. She blackmailed men she slept with, and they gave her money. Later, she started her own business, one after another. The first thing she did when she had money was destroy that guy's family. Not kill, of course, but she made sure they ended up begging. The guy drank himself to death soon after, and Emily felt peace. She got married and became a respected businesswoman. But there had been a time she cried at a train station, just like this. But she wasn't going home. There was nothing waiting, just her drunk stepfather. Did something happen? Emily moved closer. The girl looked scared and held her baby tight. No, I'm fine, sorry. Don't be scared. I'm just another traveler. Look, here's my ticket. The girl glanced at the ticket and relaxed. It's silly. I met someone, fell in love, and now I have a baby, but he's gone. Did he know you were pregnant? Yes, he was very happy, but then he disappeared. Why don't you call him? His number doesn't work. He was married. Probably went back to his wife. Emily shook her head. And you still went for a married man? The girl sniffled. I didn't plan it. I just loved him. So you have nowhere to live? He rented a place for me, but yesterday was the last day to pay. The girl wiped her eyes again. Emily remembered her vacation house. She rarely went there, maybe once a year, but it was well built. Where were the keys? She searched her bag. There they were, hanging on a key ring. Here, this is my vacation house. No one lives there. I'll write the address. She quickly wrote it down and took out some money. This will help for the next few months. The young woman stared with wide eyes. Why? Why are you helping me? You don't even know me. Emily stood up and smiled. No one helped me once. Maybe you'll stay kind, not become someone full of hate. Emily walked toward the exit. Her train left in 10 minutes. The girl caught up to her. That's not true. You're not like that at all. Everyone else walked past, but you didn't. Thank you. Emily smiled. Her eyes filled with tears. She hadn't cried since the day she ran from the hospital. She had tried to find her daughter 5 years later, when she was going to marry James. But she found out quickly. Her baby girl had died at 6 months from a heart defect. Emily buried herself in work. She had nothing else, and she kept building her empire, her web, as she called it. After she returned from a business trip and worked for days on numbers, she realized something. She had to either open more factories or stop chasing new deals. Her factory was already full. Emily leaned back in her chair. Emily, you've earned a few days off. Usually when she relaxed, she went to salons and shops. She never had much time, but she had to look good. This time, she decided to visit a new shopping center in town where the old market used to be. She walked slowly, looking at all the displays, then stopped. Right in front of her was a store with clothes for little babies. Oh God. Emily had been so busy she forgot about the young mother and her baby at the vacation house. Was she still there? Where else could she be? Emily rushed into the store. She slowed down when she reached the village. It was beautiful. She forgot how peaceful it was in summer. They should have hired someone to care for the house. Who needed the sea? Emily parked and raised her eyebrows. No weeds. Everything looked nice and clean. Did that girl fix it all? She walked into the yard and saw her. She hadn't even asked the young woman's name, the one who was now a mother. The girl was weeding flowers. Where had the flowers come from? Nearby was a cradle with a net over it. A baby slept peacefully inside. Hello. The girl turned quickly. Oh, it's you. I didn't hear you. Shh, he's sleeping. What's your name? I never asked. Jessica, and this is Liam Jameson. Emily felt the ground shake beneath her, but stayed calm. Come help me with the bags. I'm staying here a couple days too. Jessica smiled. Oh, that's wonderful. Just perfect. That evening, Emily held the baby. He smiled and drooled. She didn't want to let him go. Jessica set the table. A soft knock came. A man peeked in, eyes going straight to Emily. Hi, Jessica. My mom sent some fresh milk for Liam. He put down the jar and left. Emily smiled. Looks like someone likes you. Jessica blushed. You don't know how kind people are here. And Ivan, he's amazing. A real man. They had dinner. Emily knew. She wanted Jessica and Liam to stay. She'd visit them. It felt like they were her family, her daughter and grandson. Of course, it wasn't real. In the morning, a sound woke her, like shuffling. She looked out the window. Nothing. She stepped outside. Ivan was mowing. He saw her and smiled. Park your car over here. It's too nice to leave in the grass. Bugs might crawl in. Emily smiled. Everything was so simple here. At breakfast, Emily said, You should invite Ivan. Look how much he did today. Jessica blushed but went out. Ivan picked up Liam. Come here, little guy. The baby smiled at his voice. Emily thought Jessica would be okay if she didn't push this good man away. Her heart hurt for this young mother and her baby. Why? They were strangers. That evening, Jessica spoke. Ivan had proposed. His mom said she'd treat her like a daughter. What do you think? I don't know. Yesterday, I still thought I loved Liam's father. But now I look at Ivan, and I know those were different feelings. Emily took a breath. Do you have photos? A last name? Maybe I can find out something. Jessica nodded. I do, but can you not look? I'm thinking about saying yes to Ivan. Jessica handed over a photo. Emily looked at the picture of James, her husband, hugging Jessica, who was pregnant. The photo was from just over 6 months ago. What now? Scream? Throw her out? Emily sighed and gave it back. No, I don't know him. Maybe he's not from here. Jessica looked relieved. Emily smiled. You'll invite me to the wedding, right? Of course, you feel more like family than my real mother. Emily left the next day. She made a clear decision to stop. She had enough business, but she would visit Liam and Jessica every weekend. Because here she was loved. Thank you for watching till the end.